The professor was known for his strict demeanor and sharp intellect. His lectures were always intense, his words carefully measured, and his expectations from students set high. Everyone in the class feared him, not because he was unkind, but because he rarely smiled and never tolerated mistakes. One afternoon, during a particularly challenging lecture, the professor posed a complex question to the class. The students exchanged nervous glances, avoiding eye contact, hoping they wouldn't be called upon. Finally, a student named Arjun, known for his average performance, hesitantly raised his hand. His voice trembled as he attempted an answer, but it was incorrect. The professor's sharp gaze rested on him for a moment, and the entire class braced for a harsh remark. But to everyone's surprise, the professor simply nodded and said, "Not quite, but I see where you're coming from. Let's break this down together." He walked to the board, carefully explaining the solution step by step. Arjun, though still flustered, listened intently, while the rest of the class watched in stunned silence. After the lecture, a student gathered the courage to ask, "Sir, you usually correct mistakes very strictly. Why did you go easy on Arjun?" The professor smiled softly for the first time. A true teacher doesn't just correct mistakes, he helps the student learn from them. Arjun's courage to speak up despite his fear is more important than getting the right answer immediately. If I had scolded him, he might never raise his hand again. That day, the students learned a lesson far beyond the subject matter: the value of encouragement, the power of trying, and the unexpected compassion hidden behind their professor's stern exterior. And in that moment, the professor, too, realized that sometimes, the most profound lessons aren't the ones he teaches, but the ones he learns from his students.